Hey guys, welcome to Casual Corner Chats. I'm Luke,
I'm Jenny.
I'm Sam.
I'm Boo.
and today we're going to be talking to you about fear and anxiety. So, someone recently approached me, you guys, at work. He asked me if it was something in my past that I was either scared or anxious about, and looking back on it now, do I think it's stupid? And that's what brought this subject today, and this is what I'm bringing you guys. Okay, so we can mellow about this together.
Sick. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, because I honestly got stumped. I'm like, damn, probably, yeah. I'm trying to think, and then some things did come up, and I'm like, wow. Looking back then.
You want to talk about it right
Yeah,
now?
towards the end. Towards the end of the podcast.
Okay.
We'll leave all
We'll go
that.
straight into the deep end.
Yeah, we'll leave it towards the end for that one.
So much suspense.
Yeah. So, main topics. Okay, so do you guys consider yourself an anxiety-driven person?
I used to be. Like just completely deep in the I was diagnosed with a genuine anxiety disorder and like took medication for it.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah, thanks. I don't take it anymore. So yeah.
What's an anxiety disorder?
So you go to a therapist and then you talk about your shit and
Yeah.
then they give you a clinical diagnosis. So I think during a time I had major depressive order with I think of generalized anxiety or some specific anxiety mixed into that sort of usually goes hand in hand. And then that was the basis. You need a diagnosis to start medication, basically. And that was the basis for meds. And then they helped. And then I stopped taking it. So yeah, here I am.
When was this?
This was during uni, I'd say. I was only in uni for about 3 years, but I think that's where the culmination of all the anxiety that I had as a kid and into adolescence sort of like smushed together. At that time, like the world feels so big and small at the same time. You know, you had like a lot of weight on your shoulders and like, but also looking back, not really, but it just felt like a lot. And yeah, it hit a critical point, and without the medication, I'd probably I wouldn't be here. So yeah.
Did you stop taking the medication because your doctor advised, or you just felt like it was?
I stopped taking the medication under advice of my doctor when I started to get better, and then you sort of like slowly taper it off. But if you're someone who has taken that medication before, it's sort of like you're not done with it. You know what I mean? Like it's not gone from your body. The problem.
Substance? Oh, the problem.
The problem.
Sorry.
You know. So it's part of it is knowing that it comes in waves because you're biochemically predisposed for like anxiety or depression. And so even now, even though I'm not on anymore, I do get like waves of anxiety. Not all the time, but when it does come on, it's just knowing that like it's irrational and my brain just has the capacity for this because it physically is predisposed to it. And then knowing that kind of helps take away the how overwhelming it can feel.
So it's not as extreme, like your waves?
No, it's not extreme anymore. But then that's, because of the work that, you sort of put in and realizing that some of that stuff isn't real. But yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
And then what made you, I guess, get to that stage where you decided that you need to go to like a therapist or like go through like the medication route
Oh, okay.
to like seek help, seek help? Like,
Do you want to get dark for a sec? Because you can get pretty dark.
Do it.
Yeah. Okay.
We did the last season episode. It's all right.
Yeah.
we already
okay.
there.
Cool. So we're starting season like this too.
I don't know.
I was taking the train to work one day, and as I was waiting for the train, I kept like just wanting to hop on the rails, and just ruin everyone's day, basically. So
Were
because
you
I was
thinking
there.
about yourself or others in that situation?
I
though?
was thinking about myself.
Yeah.
I was like, this kind of sucks. This really sucks, and I would like it to stop, please. And then I think when I had that thought, when the only thing stopping me from doing that is just 3 steps essentially, I was like, okay, let's take 3 steps in the other direction. I was near a hospital, so I just like walked there instead, and then checked myself into ED, and then they sort of put me under observation for a bit. And then that was sort of the wake up call of like, I kind of need to do something about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you did.
Good on you. Yeah.
Yeah.
on you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. So that's
Yeah, fair enough.
that's me. So
What about you, Sam? Do you consider yourself an anxiety-driven person?
I wouldn't consider myself driven. No, I have some anxiety-driven, like, I guess, thoughts, but not. I wouldn't say it drives me, and like that's like my actions are based on anxiety, if that makes sense. Like we'll probably go more into detail of like what each of our anxieties are, but I wouldn't say I'm an anxiety-driven person. Yeah.
Fair enough.
I think I'm a bit more logical than emotional. Yeah.
What about you, Jenny?
I think, okay, similar to Vu, like back in uni, I also saw a therapist, but I didn't think I was taking like very much like antidepressants. I think I was only on like a quarter of a dose, which is like not really that much. But yeah, I was on antidepressants for a bit, but I don't think it actually helped me. Like maybe I was very minorly depressed, but I don't know if that means that I was also anxious at the same time. But I think, does anxiety play a part in my life? I think it really does. Like I'm in my head sometimes quite a bit, and it does, like some scenes or some things that I've done, it like does replay in my head over and over again, like after the fact, and I'm like, oh, why am I thinking about it still?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
That's fair.
yeah, sometimes, yeah, I think it does, but a lot of the time I'm like, oh, screw it, it doesn't matter.
yeah.
Which is the better like way of thinking, but
Yeah. You kind of yeet it and just kinda,
Yeah. 100%.
yeah, exactly. Like you're I mean, I don't want to say like you're insignificant in this world, but like you're only one person out of like however many people are in this world. So it's like, what the actions that you take wouldn't really affect.
yeah, it's
The
but
world in a
a
whole
drop in an
sense.
ocean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like no
Yeah.
one's watching.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that this realizing the scale helps a lot because it feels so like life changing and shattering. But like really, it's just like no one gives a shit if you like stuttered for a sec or like said the wrong thing in a conversation.
Yeah, I think it really depends. Like for example, like if it's like a work setting, for example, like yeah, you're a small like fish in a big pond, right? But I think when it comes to things that are like, I think of the way like my life is in the sense of like I am in control of my life, and so any kind of actions that I take right now or will impact like the people in my circle, but also myself. So it's situational, right? Like it depends on like what circumstances you're really contemplating on, like whether or not this really matters.
Yep.
So, but
But it's not. Like that's not what anxiety is. You know what I mean?
what do you mean?
Like it doesn't depend on the situation. It just happens. It can be like a nothing scenario, and your
Yeah.
brain just like goes insane. You know?
Yes, but I think it's also
I'm just describing the nature of anxiety to
Yeah,
you. Do you
yeah.
right?
yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's just like nothing. It's just that's just how it comes about.
Yeah.
But what about you, Luke? Are you an anxiety driven person?
100%.
Yeah, bro.
One love two. I was gonna say my last one, but yes, I am 100%. Like, it's more when I'm around people. Oh, sorry, it's more when I'm one on one on a person.
Yeah.
I'm more
Oh.
anxiety. In a group setting, I'm completely fine
Really?
because it's like, okay, I can just shift my attention to something else, and it's a new anxiety. I'll slowly build up, and then if it's too much, I'll shift it to someone else.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a whole
Is it
thing.
because like when you're one on one, there's like so much focus on just you?
Yeah, 100%. I'm like, what is this person
Makes sense.
thinking?
You gotta work
What
on
do I
that, bro.
say next? Right? I'm like, oh gosh.
Really, those thoughts run through your head when you're like hanging out with someone one on one.
Yeah, 100. Yeah, and then I'll overcompensate by just talking too much.
You just ramble.
Yeah, I'll ramble. I'm like, I can't deal with the
Yeah.
silence, so I'll ramble on in the silence.
Yeah.
And
then you're just having a one-sided conversation.
and then it'll be like, wait, I'm still talking to myself. I haven't said anything in a while. And
Yeah, I
that's
get that.
me. I mean, I just say something random or stupid to fill in the moments. But yes, I do admit that I am an anxiety-driven person.
How
Yeah.
fascinating.
Yes.
What do we think that's all born from? I mean, the
Childhood.
three of us.
It just seems like childhood bad, childhood bad, childhood bad.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
just the only one that have the best
You are-
childhood.
exactly.
You had parents that were normal and loved you. You know what I mean?
Nah.
So it's fine.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't all like that though.
I'm
growing up.
oversimplifying.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
All right. So what anxieties do you have or used to have? Yeah. Like what did it revolve around? Because I just said my one was about like being with person, being one-on-one. What anxieties did you guys have?
Mine's public speaking. I can't.
Public speaking?
Yeah, I can't. I did a presentation the other day, last week, to my village, which was like basically, I don't want to say it's like my village, sorry. At work, it's called a village. So it's like a
Corporate.
team.
Bro, I swear to God.
It's a team.
They just
so
name things and just, sorry. sorry.
So my team, there's like about 60 people, and I had to do a presentation on like the work that I've been doing or like upcoming work. And it's like I have to present myself to make
God, I
sure
hate
that
that.
all the work that I'm doing, I need to basically tell people about it. And I had my slides up. I had my notes in my slides, and then like when they went to present, my notes disappeared. And I was like, oh my God, I have to do this without my notes. And then
Yeah.
I just had to do it. Like
You just had
I
to
was
go on the
like,
fly.
when you're in that moment and like you can't have your notes up, or like no one else has notes
Yeah.
in their presentations, like you just have to do it at that point.
It's like
And
fight
then,
or
like,
flight, right? In
Yeah,
that situation.
you're just
You
like
gotta
you have
do
to just
it.
jump,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
pray that you're alive at the end of it.
The thing is, with me, like I have no problem like speaking in front of a bunch of people. It's just
But like people that you don't know, people that affect, like people that can, your bosses and stuff, right?
yeah, no problem with that at all.
Interesting.
It's just one-on-one, like one-on-one I can't deal with. Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like you haven't been in situations where it's like
There's a lot of pressure when you're doing
corporate, like
a
with corporate meetings, you have to like present in
That's
to
true.
so many different stakeholders. I think, like I don't know your experiences, but I've been in the position similar to like Jenny, where I've had to like talk to like stakeholders, like CEO, like CFOs, and it is like
So
I'm
much
also
pressure.
like I have a fear as well of public speaking. And I can't do it because everyone's just looking at me.
Oh, I know. There's so much silence, and like no one is responding to you.
Yeah, no one's like blank faces. I'm like, oh my God. And then I don't know where to look in the room. Like if I look at one person, I'm going to literally stop talking, I think.
But
And
like,
then,
yeah, corporate culture is weird, right? It's sort of like first impressions count, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Because if you stumble, then like, I don't trust this person with like $20 million, you know? And then also there's people, there's people there like waiting for your downfall as well. So they can like come in.
oh,
and,
don't
like,
even think about that. that's a whole nother
But like,
thing.
that's the thing, right?
is a thing,
You know,
of
like people
course,
just
of
like waiting
course.
for you to
You-
fail,
you
and
have
so they can
competitors.
get the project that would.
Yeah. But
I think on like a less important note, like in high school when you would do speeches like in English, you were fine with that.
yeah.
Oh, I would not be. Also, I would
I
hate
can't
talking in front of a
do
class.
that
Like,
in-
2 minutes
Nah.
back then, I'll be like,
Nah.
Oh, that
2
was
minutes of
30
talking.
years,
Yeah.
bro.
I remember like
What do you mean
there was
that's
like
30 years ago?
No, it feels like 30 years. You know what I mean? Like speaking
Don't
for
say
2
that, bro.
minutes.
Don't
you know?
say that. Do not say that.
No, I think it's when you've got a lot at stake and there's a lot of people like I guess trusting you and
Like
like
they're
having to
actually
listen to you,
listening,
having
yeah.
to listen to you and like actually, they'll give you feedback as well. Like there's too much pressure. And I'm like, my hands are sweaty. I'm like literally like speaking,
heat up.
I speak really fast. I heat up.
Yeah, I heat
like,
up.
So
Not gonna lie,
many
you telling me
things.
that it's like a bit of a thrill, like, oh, I want to do it now.
That's so weird.
Yeah, you're a strange person.
So just
so
give Luke your
weird.
notes and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
just call
yeah,
him
yeah.
when you need to do the
I'll
presentation.
come in a suit
you know?
and everything, just like rock up and like speak. I
And
don't
then what
know.
if they ask you questions, Luke?
What?
What if they ask you questions?
Please refer to Sam.
And then she has to speak, bro. I just want to do that.
I'm not present.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I don't know. Just
No, I get that. I get that.
I'm glad you get that. And it looks strange.
Yeah.
What about you, Vu? What anxieties you have?
Like I'll go back a little bit further. Like as a kid, I was just scared of everything. And then I had to repeat. It was like borderline OCD. I had to like turn off switches 3 times, otherwise, like my entire family would die. I remember I think being like I don't know 10 or something, and then like I would religiously look out of my window at night and then scan the horizon. Because my house was at the end of a cul-de-sac, right? Yeah. So in my 8-year-old mind, I was like, if there's a zombie apocalypse.
What? At 8?
How do you know what that is?
Yeah, likewise. What?
I think I accidentally walked in on my sister watching 28 Days Later or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Horror movie.
zombie movies. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then it was like the fast zombies, right? Which is a lot scarier than slow zombies. But
fast
my
zombies? I
mind
didn't
is
even
like we live at the end of a cul-de-sac. If there's a zombie apocalypse, then like there's nowhere for us to run.
Yeah,
You
there's
know,
no
'cause of
escape.
the thing.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then by the time, so I need to see the zombie ASAP, and so I can tell my family.
Yeah, but like in the horizon.
Yeah, but exactly. You're at the very end of the cul-de-sac, so you're in the best position.
but that
That
it will
is
eventually
true.
come, right?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
so die slowly watching the thing coming. So I was like, I need to see it, and then I need to tell my family, and then we all get in the car and we zoom off, or then we jump the fence and then run the opposite direction.
You're hilarious.
No, this is bad. I scanned the horizon, and it wasn't just a quick look. I had to count to 10 slowly, 10 Mississippis, and then I would do that, I think, 3 times a night on 2 different windows, and then I could go to bed.
So you had OCD induced from your anxiety?
Like pretty much, like that's kind of what OCD
yeah,
is,
yeah.
like an anxiety thing, and it was to that level, you know.
Like, because you would do it like regularly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was
That
like
is
you know, if I don't do it, people die.
Yeah.
Right, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore.
I'm glad.
Yeah,
I'm glad. Can you imagine where you are? Like, oh my God. Okay.
just because I know what I'll do if there's a zombie apocalypse, which is easy way out real quick. But you know, that's that's a different thing.
Sam, do you have any other anxieties besides public speaking?
I would say I used to have the tendency to like people please, like a lot. So I would, I guess, talk to everyone and I guess like hear everyone out and then try and I would put other people's, I guess, feelings before my own. And then also like I would like if we had to like go somewhere, for example, then I would choose their option rather than my own. And I wouldn't really I guess voice my opinions. But then that sucks.
So the anxiety is like not being liked by other people.
Yes. Pretty much. Yeah. But now I don't care.
It's just so much effort.
It is, honestly.
I think I used to be like that a little bit.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of effort to like ensure that other people are happier over and like
Exactly.
making sure that other people are happier, but also like you need to speak up. Like that's
Yes.
the better thing. Like
Yeah.
just speak up and like no one actually really cares. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah. I think what was like the turning point was like when I didn't say things and it didn't turn out, you know, positively, then I was like, okay, then what's the point? Like if like the way that I thought it was going to pan out by people pleasing and not saying anything, and then it turned out to be like not great. And then I was like, okay, things need to change. Yeah. So
is this connected to any fears you guys have?
public speaking.
Just public speaking? Wait,
Yeah.
so your anxiety about being liked was connected
Well,
to...
because like I care. So with public speaking,
okay, yeah.
like I care about what other people think of me and how I present myself, and if I'm gonna say the wrong thing or you know that makes me look like a failure essentially, or like make me look like I'm not capable. Yeah, yeah.
For me, okay, it's gonna sound weird, but
Oh, we're here, buddy. Do you know what I mean? We're here. I just talked about zombies for fucking 3 minutes. You know. It's
so
like-
for me, for the whole anxiety being alone, I guess it's like saying being alone with someone. It's the same with Sam's one, how it's like all their fault of me, and I'm afraid that if I say something wrong, it will end the friendship, and that leads to my fear of abandonment. Yeah.
But they haven't even they're not even your friend at that point.
Oh, but being alone with a friend. Like I'm okay with being alone with a stranger. That's all right. But being alone with a
Oh,
friend,
because there's like less
yeah,
commitment in a way, like
Yeah.
with a stranger.
I guess that's also why it applies to like public speaking. There's like just a bunch of random people. I'm not going to see them all the time.
Well, that's different. Like in a corporate life, you
Yeah,
see them every
corporate,
day.
Yeah, that's true.
very true.
But for me, with public speaking, it's and that's what my fear of being, my anxiety with being someone alone. It's like you saying the wrong thing, don't know what to say, I think I'm boring, and then it's just like, oh, yeah.
I'm gonna call bullshit on that.
Oh,
I don't know. I feel like
Like
that's
what?
different. I feel like okay. This is my read, and then feel free to tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Absolutely right. Like because you are completely entitled to your own opinion about yourself. That's
Yeah.
absolutely true.
sit back and watch the show.
This again? Is this back from
This-
last season?
Yeah, it is, bitch.
Go ahead.
So you're
Yeah.
you're not being able to be one-on-one with a person, I think, is not born out of a sense of a fear of abandonment because they might figure out something about you. I think it's that you don't know yourself, and so your identity, being one-on-one with a person requires a strong sense of self because that's how you communicate with people, right? Unless you just like sit around, talk shit, talk about other people and stuff like that, but that doesn't sustain a conversation. You know, that
It's not meaningful as well.
yeah, but that's fine. I mean, it can't sustain a one-on-one conversation. If it's like a group situation, then you can do that pretty easily, right? But on a one-on-one sense, I think you need like a strong sense of your own self-identity to be able to produce, conversations that are coming from vulnerable spots, that are real, that are, connected in that way. And I think with this whole year-long investigation of like you feeling more comfortable in crowds and you feeling more comfortable directing people and being super private about your own shit, like I think that's because you don't have a complete handle on like who you are in like the absolute devoid of other people. And your friends being a refraction of who you are, right? Like you mentioned that before, where like
Yeah.
like your friends are like some part of your identity. It's like that is also as well. It's like kind of not using, but like identifying parts of yourself in your friends, but then not being able to see that within yourself. Is that? Is that?
Do you agree with that?
No.
No, because she looks like she is like, you're
got
totally
words.
right, boo.
No.
No. This is my read. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's absolutely fine. It doesn't have to resonate with anyone
because
else.
I feel like it's more along like with my attachment style. I'm anxious and disorganized because I feel, how I want to open up to someone, but also afraid of getting hurt and all that. And that goes with my abandonment because I don't want them to go, but I don't want them to stay, kind of thing.
I think he has a point though in terms of
Me or him?
you not know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, Vu has a point. Vu has a point about you not knowing who you are as a person would definitely, I think, drive you to not wanting to be with someone like one-on-one, because I think that shows a lot of vulnerability like for you, because you don't know yourself fully yet, so how can you explain to a person like to one other person how you are as a person if you don't know? So I think it stems from like you not knowing like how you are as a person. That just it just leads to your actions like not wanting to be like not wanting to put yourself in that situation.
Okay, yeah.
To put it, I guess to put it more simply, it's like you don't want to do the one-on-one things because you're like afraid that they're going to abandon you. Yeah. And then the reason why you feel like they are going to abandon you is because you don't really have a sense of self-identity.
Yeah. I think it's linked.
Yeah. So it's all linked. So we're not disagreeing with each other, right?
Not
It's agreeing to disagreeing?
No, it's not even disagreeing. I think that's not the sense of abandonment is not the root of the issue.
That's just.
No, I feel-
I
okay.
think sense of abandonment
I
is
feel
just
like
a response from that.
The abandonment, I feel like the abandonment is the issue, and that fact is connecting with both of them. Yes? Because I don't have an identity, I feel like they're going to leave me, and that's my abandonment.
Yeah, but so
Yeah.
so do you agree on the identity thing?
Maybe, yeah. But I don't think that abandonment is the low level. I feel like it's the high level. Well, you are saying
The
that...
foundational
Yeah, the
issue.
foundation of everything. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Of
think
my
it's-
anxiety. Of my anxiety.
I think it's
Yeah.
the other way
Because
around.
we are talking about anxiety, right?
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry?
I think it's the other way around. That
But for me, I think it's the
Yeah.
other way around.
okay.
Yeah. Look,
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
that's our assessment. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It, don't-
yeah.
it means like nothing. So
Jenny?
I don't.
Jenny's like, I'm staying quiet right now. 'Cause-
Well, I do agree with what Vu has said. Whether or not it relates to your situation, I do think that you do need a sense of self before you are able to like talk to someone one-on-one. Like you need to be able to hold yourself and like know yourself before you can chat with someone casually one-on-one, or like even go on a deeper level one-on-one, because then like you're able to like know yourself better and like actually communicate how you're feeling and how you're how you're feeling. Whereas like if you don't have that, then you're like you tend to rumble on about like surface level things, which is why I think you can do like public speaking to like strangers as well, because it's all surface level. All those relationships are surface level. Whereas like one-on-one you get to know someone a little bit deeper, and it's like oh, they know me at a level that I'm uncomfortable with. So yeah, and then it goes into your abandonment issues. But like
you talking about how you can tend to ramble and stuff like that if you were to be in that like that fear of one-on-one. I think it's because you don't know yourself.
ruminate. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
That can be just there, and that's okay. And
Moving
we
on.
can move on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jenny,
what was the question?
what does your
I
anxiety,
always forget.
anxiety connect to any fears you have?
Yeah, I think it'd be same as Sam. I don't want to piggyback off Reza, but like, yeah, it's like a fear of like someone not thinking that you are the best, or thinking that I am who I am because I'm confident in myself. But like, if I give off the wrong first impression, and they know me as like someone who stumbles over their words, then I'm like, oh, that's not me. Like they don't know me.
It's not the best representation of yourself.
Exactly. So, but then there's also like the 180 where I'm like, oh, like, screw it. I don't care what other people are thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. So you two have the same idea, right? Fair enough. All right. So, how did you guys overcome mixed anxiety?
I still have this. I know, same.
What about you, Vu? How did you overcome your anxiety?
2 years of therapy and medication, right? It's sort of realizing that things aren't as big as they are. And
I've got a question. Sorry. Did it coincide with your breakup? You getting better?
no, I was already blossoming, so to speak.
Oh, okay.
What?
Yeah, I hit the ground running. But no, it's my brain did a thing where it kept making connections. Like anything that I decided to do, my brain would think like 20 steps ahead. If I take this right, it's gonna lead to this, gonna lead to that, lead to that, lead to that. If I decide to do this instead of this, then it's gonna lead to this, this, and this. So in my head, I saw like all the pathways that everything could go wrong, could go well, all that sort of
Okay.
stuff, right?
So you're like overthinking.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So I guess that's how my anxiety sort of came out, was just like overthinking about stuff. And so somehow, somewhere, I got the realization that like I don't know shit about anything, and if I took the left turn instead of a right, that doesn't mean that I'm gonna like fail uni.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even though my brain like thinks that it can see all that, it's like I am an 18-year-old with like no life experience and thinks he knows everything about the world, but I don't, right? So realizing that I don't have all the answers, realizing that this one next act did not lead to like life-shattering repercussions like helped. But that was a long journey for me to get there, essentially.
So, like, for example, you know how when you're in a situation and then the result doesn't go as well as you had thought, so that wouldn't motivate you to keep going, that it would just, like, eat at you a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
All day, every day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't stop. Never left my brain.
Yeah.
So
I guess there's two different sides, like two different ways like people, I guess, operate. Like it could, I guess, force you to just go down a rabbit hole and like keep
yeah,
going,
essentially.
like
you just
going down
spiral.
down
Just
that
spiral.
road.
I just spiral
or
every single
push
day.
yourself, yeah,
Yeah.
to motivate you. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Are you done?
Am I done?
No, no, as in like
with the anxiety. I hope so.
no, no, with your response.
No, yeah, like that's yeah, I guess that's how I pulled myself out of it, and I know now as well that when it does flare up again, that it is just sometimes you fall down a bit of a slope or a slide or whatever, and you kind of just need to like distract yourself. Yeah. That's all it needs. Your brain starts doing this thing. What if I did this, and what if that happens? Blah blah blah. And sometimes you just need to like listen to a podcast. So listen to this one if you guys get anxious.
Smooth.
Shameless plug. No, but like, yeah, you just need to do something that is different to get yourself out of that like spiral.
Yeah.
So, yeah, music, podcasts, movies, talking to a friend, that type of thing.
I think thinking about like, I can't can't fix it anymore, or it's out of my hands, that really helps as well. Because like, there's no point in like turning it in your head when there's like really nothing you could do about it.
Yeah, exactly. Like coming to terms with that and then moving on from that is a step.
I think that really helps.
Yeah, definitely. But in terms of also like your support network at the time, like would you say back then that it wasn't as strong, or was or was that not a factor?
No, that was a big factor.
Okay.
I mean, you got to surround yourself with the right people. I think the main person that I was relying on for my emotional well-being was bad. Because they also relied on me for the emotional well-being.
Yeah, that's
and
hard.
it's like when two unwell people were taking care of each other, nothing
Was
works.
it your ex?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to clarify.
Like
Yeah,
nothing
yeah.
works. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and also that person also gave me great like shame as well for coming to them with those issues.
Yeah. So then you feel like you couldn't have opened up, and then also like
Yeah, and there was
that
a
makes
real
sense.
sense of like I need to shoulder my own burdens so I can like help her out with hers. There was a real martyr complex there,
yeah.
Oh, that's
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, sucks.
Yeah.
So a small tangent question. So this is mainly aimed at us three ravers. Sorry, Sam.
Rave.
But ravers. But rave anxiety, because I know three of us had it.
bro.
So where did
bad.
that come from?
Is that?
So I would get really bad anxiety before raves to the point where I'll start dry heaving.
What is that?
Like when you need to vomit, but you
Oh,
don't actually. Like you have
okay.
that constant feeling that you need to vomit. I think I passed it on to these two. My anxiety passed it on to these two. Because I talked about it so much. Next thing you know, these guys started to have it.
I think it wasn't there the first rave because like I didn't know what to expect, but for some reason it did start. I don't know why.
Wait, can you explain what?
like build up like the night before, or even like on the day, you start feeling anxious.
But why?
no reason.
That's me.
We cannot.
Okay.
Yeah, we cannot pinpoint the
Okay.
reason why.
Interesting.
I've thought about it. It would be just the amount of people, and then with the guys, it's just like it's just a show off of like, everyone is built. And
Oh, do you feel pressure about
Yeah.
being built? Oh,
Yeah, like everyone's just for me. It is for me. I don't know.
Yeah,
about
no.
you.
I know what you're saying. It definitely exists.
Yeah. It's
I
like
can
when you go to the
imagine.
gym for the first time and there's just a bunch of guys and it's like obvious small weak guy kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
anxiety, but just out in the open, and you're like everyone's on kind of like display
Yeah.
and whatnot.
Yeah, the day of a rave, like the gyms, like the 3 hours before are super packed. and they're always like
That's so
dudes just doing like
interesting.
last minute like
Yeah,
pump
last
ups,
minute
you know?
pumps. Some people now bring like what do you call it? Those elastic bands. So you know how
Seriously?
you
The
pull
resistance
the
band.
resistance bands to raise, so they can
That-
get a quick
You're
pump.
kidding.
I've seen it.
me.
And I was also like the push-ups for
Yeah.
a good picture and all that.
Brother, are you there for the music anymore? Do you know what I mean? What the bro?
Yeah,
Like-
but like it's a place for like what to get good photos, to hopefully
Oh my
pick up an
God.
LG or anything. All right, and all that stuff. And then there's so many things we won't talk about, but there's so many things that could go wrong in the
Yeah,
inside
yeah,
that you're
yeah.
also worried about. And
Okay,
like
yeah, that makes sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
That
right?
makes sense.
That's a
I
real
feel
thing.
like
That
for
is a real
you,
thing.
It could be also like the people pleasing aspect.
Yes.
Because you
Yeah.
had a lot of pressure on you to make sure that everyone was feeling good, everyone was like
Yeah.
in the right headspace, and like if you didn't, I want to say like perform or like you didn't like
Yeah.
achieve
Oh,
that,
yeah, exactly.
then it's like
Yeah.
oh I let everyone down, like everyone's having a good time
Yeah,
because
that,
of me.
That also
Yeah.
play a
Like that's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it will be also a little bit of FOMO. Like I knew so many social circles, and then me alternating from one social circle, missing out. I was like, oh, I'm missing. I feel bad. I'm missing out on this guy, and that anxiety. Oh my gosh, I need to find them, kind
my
of thing.
God, yeah, that sounds like hell. Okay.
That's why I retired, you guys.
Fair enough, man.
Oh,
Fuck.
because
Until
you have
next year.
anxiety, not because of like,
Oh, all the A, B, C, D. It all just added up. Money, anxiety. Thank
All
God.
of the
Like,
above.
well, yeah. But yeah, that's yeah. Did you ever feel that any kind of anxiety like that? Because you only went to one, right? You've only been to
I'm
one.
pretty sure it's one. Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe not.
No,
gonna-
I
No,
didn't.
for me, it was crowds. I can't do big crowds.
Yeah, I
And it's
also
just-
can't do
it's just
big
too much.
crowds. Yeah. But
It's the crowd thing, and it's like you're having a nice time, but you don't know if someone else is having a bad time, and then like might be mean, and then like they bring down your vibes because they're mean to you. I don't know. That's me.
It's also like
is that
when
a thing? Okay.
sometimes it's like when you're at
Oh.
a party and you bring someone and everyone's drunk and there's that one sober person. Is that what I mean? And it's like, oh, you're just checking them, it's like oh, having a good time. And it's like, I feel bad not for you having a good time. Seeing that I was awesome.
there's
Okay, I get
I
that.
do feel the
I
anxiety
get
of
that
like
part.
making sure your friends are having a good time.
Yeah, yeah.
But there's also
Okay.
things that just like sometimes it's a rave, it's a lot of people. Sometimes you bump into a stranger. Most of the time, people are like, oh yeah, it's all good, don't worry about it. You know. Other times they're like staunch you.
Yeah,
They're like, what
yeah,
the
yeah.
f- you just do, bro? It's like, okay, chill, man. Do you know what I mean? It's a crowd. This is what
That's a
happens.
fear though. Like I would be scared for my
Yeah,
life.
no, fair enough. Right?
That's different.
Like they wouldn't do that to the girls. It's always like the dudes staunching the other dudes. You know what I mean?
No, but I've seen like I've had an instance where like I was at a festival and like a girl like was
Oh,
like
okay. Then we'll
sometimes
get
if you
into
like
that.
walk past girls, they're like, I can give you the dirty.
yeah,
stares.
I'm
You're
like, okay, I don't want
like,
to mess
why'd
with
you do that?
Yeah, I'm like,
I didn't realize girls had an issue like that as well.
yeah, they do.
Oh, it's just a guy thing.
Yeah, no, I
Girls
think, but
can
then that's
be-
like a protective thing. Like, don't look at my man's. Is that sort of
No,
like,
it was just
No?
like I bumped you.
Oh
kinda
no, but in
vibe.
that one, would they just give you a dirty for like? Is there a reason for it?
No, you just walk past them in
Like
the crowd.
yeah, you like trying to maybe get through the crowd or something.
Okay, interesting. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, that's just kind of harshes your vibe for a second. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, boo, you know, that's me. I don't
yeah.
know.
Fair enough. Did you have anything to add on, Jenny?
Oh no, I think my worst rave anxiety experience was at Tomorrowland. That was so bad.
What caused that? Because we had a different
I
experience.
was fearless, bro.
I have no idea. I
Was
was
that because of other?
no,
no,
Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know if that
This
helps
was like
or not.
9 a.m. in the morning. I was
Okay,
like,
I don't
know.
great, man. Like,
Okay.
Oh no, it was
okay.
like walking into Tomorrowland. I feel like maybe it was because, actually I don't know, but it was so bad. Like I've never felt
you
anxiety
just
so bad.
maybe you just didn't know what to experience, like what was coming.
Maybe.
You know,
Maybe because I was like, I can't breathe. I'm like, I need I need to slow down. Like Crystal was like walking. I was walking so slow, and like I didn't even want to go inside. But anyway, it was really bad. And then when we're here, like when you're on the bus to go to Olympic Park, I also get like anxiety, like because the bus
same,
is so
same.
slow. I'm like, oh, just
okay,
get me
yeah,
inside already. Like I don't want to be feeling this way anymore. And the only way that I can
So
relieve of
fascinating.
this feeling is like being inside
I
where kind of no one can see me.
I get what, I
kind
get
of
what you
thing.
mean. Yeah. Getting to there is a thing, you know what I mean? Because it's
Yeah.
like, do I get there on time? Do I see do I get there fast enough to see my favorite act? How long is the line? You know, sometimes you get there and it's another 40 minutes until you get inside.
You
so it's a
guys
bit
think
annoying.
about all of these
This
factors.
is anxiety, girl.
It's a lot. The music's worth it.
I'm just lining up. Like, I'm like, it's chill.
Yeah, it's just
like,
math. It's a lot of like
It's interesting.
things churning, and then there's just like enemies. You know, there's just like sometimes you don't
No?
Like sometimes you don't want to bump into certain people.
Yeah,
And that's
you
a
know?
whole nother
Okay,
fear.
that makes sense.
It's like
I get that.
the anxiety of like bumping into your ex. At
Yeah,
an
yeah,
event
no.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
you
yeah.
know that you're both
Yeah.
like.
Post my breakup, the biggest fear was I'm gonna bump into my ex.
Yeah,
For
no,
like
I get that.
2-3 years, it was insane.
Okay, I do get that.
Did you ever bump into her?
No, I never saw her.
Yeah,
I
okay.
never saw her at a rave. I saw her at a pride event, weird enough, but like not a rave. Yeah. Oh, do you know? Sorry, do you know? We can blip this out.
Yeah.
I bumped into her at a rave. Yeah.
She goes to raves.
Yeah, bro. I was like,
I did not
you know,
expect that.
having a good time, and then I turned around, and then I saw her
Just at
face
that moment. Did she
behind
see
me.
you?
Yeah, she did. It was weird. It was really weird.
Weird.
She did a horrible thing to me, and I'll
Yeah,
you know,
I
yeah,
do.
it was, yeah.
Okay.
So it was like, oh,
I never thought she would.
yeah. Anyways,
Alright.
go on.
So let's go into our fears next. So let's start with low level fears. What do you guys fear, like have a fear of on low level? Vu, spiders?
Oh yeah,
I said bugs. I said bugs. I said bugs
Save me
too.
from thinking
Is
about
that
one.
a low level fear? I mean, like you could die.
Turning it to high level now.
Was it on your high level?
No, it's like if I know there's a spider in the room, I need to see where it is.
Oh, I need
That
you
one?
need to track it
If it
all the time.
Actually, fuck you.
That's
If
tiny.
it disappears, then like I'm not sleeping for the night.
No, honestly,
You know?
I'm the same.
Until I see a
have
dead
to catch
spider,
it.
then I'm not sleeping in that room.
Oh really? I need to catch it.
Yeah.
Or like cover it or something, and then and then get someone. to
Yeah,
kill
I
it.
don't feel bad for spiders. It's like if you're
Yeah,
in my place,
no.
you fucking die, bro.
Yeah,
so
no.
it's all good.
I can't do. Yeah, bugs mostly. Like flying cockroaches specifically. I'm like, I cannot. I didn't even know at one point, like years ago, that they flew, and then
Oh yeah,
and then I
Don't go
found
Vietnam.
out.
Do not go
And then I
Vietnam.
found out, and I was like,
bro.
whoa.
What?
You don't go Vietnam. Like I didn't
What?
realize cockroaches like flew, and then when I went to Vietnam, I'm like, oh, cockroach, it's bigger, and then it just like flies. I'm like, whoa, that's new.
But the day that you learnt that as a person on this earth is one of the worst days in your
Yeah,
life.
honestly.
Because it just like comes at you and you're like, oh my god. It's like there's no god.
Yeah. Oh god.
What about you, Jenny?
Oh, wearing short sleeve or sleeveless tops.
Oh, I
Really?
get that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sleeves, stuff. Oh.
It's just like showing your arms. It's like your arm fat. It's just like I think that's an irrational sort of low level fear because like it's something that's in my head and like obviously it doesn't matter to other people. Like other people don't really. I know like 90% of the population don't really care apart from like the bitchy girls that like
Yeah.
oh you got
Compare.
fat arms. But,
Yeah,
But yeah, that would be a low level one.
I've never thought about the amount of fat on a woman's arms before or anyone's arms.
Yeah, it must be like social
girl
media girl thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Photos. And like
like a-
having like
this thing
slim
for you to worry
arms.
about.
I think it's yeah.
It's just slim everything, honestly.
Yeah.
Fair
Like,
enough. Yeah.
yeah.
I'll notice like built arms. You know what I mean? It's like it's nice to have muscly arms, but like that's
That's
Yeah.
it.
you know
Yeah.
what I mean.
I
It's
think
not
it's
like a degrading
it's a
thing.
very Asian thing because like even in China, there's like social media trends where it's like, oh, I can put like 6 coins on my collarbone and that means like I'm skinny. Or like I
want to try that.
I've seen that.
or like
I didn't know that's what that was.
Yeah.
I thought that was just like you kind of you know how you do the coin on the elbow thing.
And then you catch
you
it.
catch it.
no, but okay.
That's different thing.
That's so different. So
Sorry.
different.
I thought it was just like, hey, I'm like super dexterous. Like I don't know. Like sorry.
Or it's like being able to put your hands over your thighs. I think that was a thing as well. Like like both your hands over your thighs means that you're skinny enough
I
to like
remember.
Bro, thick thighs save lives, bro.
No,
you know?
I remember there was a thing called like thunder thighs. Like someone said that in high school, and I was like, that is so brutal.
Yeah, I know who you're referring to. Yeah,
and that was just brutal. Like,
but
so you do like
thick
there is
thighs
a
are
thing.
yum. I'm sorry, like, bro.
Everyone has
But
different
okay, yeah, that's
preferences.
fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. That sucks, but
When I was younger, I had like not irrational, but I didn't like clowns. I had like
No, that's a thing.
clowns. Just
I thought
like
about those. Yeah.
it made me shiver when I was like young. I'm like, oh,
Have you watched It?
It was alright, but it's just like the idea
it's
of
not.
someone shouldn't be wearing that much makeup. Someone shouldn't be wearing
Yes.
that big of a nose. Someone should be wearing that big of shoes. I'm like, why?
That's the questions you're asking.
yeah.
Oh my God,
I'm
no.
like, oh, it even gives me kind of a tingles
creepy.
now.
So with the makeup thing, what about like geishas and like
I think it's
those
different,
things? Okay,
but I think it's just
because
like,
that's also like costume wearing.
yeah, I think
entertaining.
that's alright. Like maybe
You
it's
can
all,
see to that. You know?
Yeah.
yeah. There's
With
a culture
clowns is
aspect.
like,
yeah,
Yeah.
What about
yeah, okay, yeah, that was a lie. Yeah, no.
That was creepy.
Yeah.
That was
Like,
really
kind
creepy.
of- sorry, you guys had to hear that, but yeah, I was like, yeah, that gave me the heebie-jeebies.
on behalf of everyone? Sorry to all those people that have clown jobs.
Yeah. Oh my God. I
Money's
cannot
money.
do clowns.
What about a high level fear? So like a deep fear. My own, like I said, abandonment. But yes, fear of abandonment. What do you guys?
Yeah, what about you guys? I'm I'm like I'm super worried about being a bad dad and partner. Like, you know, like a husband and father. Like that's terrifying because I don't know what a good one looks like. Yeah.
Did you guys ever have a fear of dying alone?
No.
No.
I used to like think about it all the time. Like I just don't want to die alone. Like let's say if I just said like my mom's been talking about like so many of her friends have been having strokes and they find their bodies like 1 week after.
No.
I don't want that happening.
What?
Yeah.
Your mum has a bunch of friends that are dying alone,
Yeah,
having strokes.
100%.
and
Like,
only-
but
Why after a week? What do you mean?
because some of them like live in granny flats, and then she was telling me a story how
so sad.
one of her friends kids apparently was living in a granny flat, and apparently he bought Macca's, went home, ate, went to a gym, went home. He was supposed to have a lunch with his sister the day after. She came, she couldn't find him. She had to go to like the landlord or something and request.
Oh, I heard this on the news. Was it on? I'm pretty sure I heard it on the news.
Yeah.
he was found like he X'd himself in his granny flat by
Oh.
like hanging himself or something.
No. He apparently they found his body just like dead on the floor, like he had a stroke.
Oh,
Yeah, he
okay,
had like a
different
full
then.
stroke or something, and they had to take his body and they had to like test it for everything.
He was
see-
young.
Yeah, he was like 30 something.
Oh, that's crazy.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then recently someone else died earlier this week of another stroke, and yeah, and then this time they found him a few hours after he apparently like died.
Right.
Yeah, that's a thing. Just like randomly.
So like literally dying alone, not like, you know, like you're not like dying without a family and children. Just
No,
like the
that-
moment
just,
that
like,
you're
yeah,
passing
Yeah,
is
I
just
I would be like with someone there.
Oh.
right.
Oh, interesting.
That's why it's like I also think about that story how it's like, oh, when people put their dogs down, like why do they leave their dog alone? Because apparently vets see their dog as like they're wondering where their owners are.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm like, I was there with my dog died. I was like, oh gosh. Like,
Yeah,
so
I'm holding that
sad.
motherfucker's hand until like, you know, the
Yeah.
rainbow comes, bro.
yeah.
He gave me
Yeah,
this
but
whole,
you
like,
know when your dog's gonna die. Like
Sorry?
if you know when your dog's gonna die, but like a stroke is something different. Like it's a medical emergency. Like it just
Like
happens.
sudden.
So
Yeah.
like you're not guaranteed that someone's gonna be around you.
Yeah, exactly. But I was just like, that
I guess
fear.
take care of your health then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. What about Sam, Jenny? Do you guys have any deep fears like that? It's okay if you don't.
I would say I haven't.
just well-adjusted people. That's fine.
Well, like my low level was like confined spaces.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like I'm realizing that as I get older that I'm like not okay with like small spaces.
Plane. No.
That's
okay.
not confined. Like a lot smaller for some reason. Like
Enclosed.
Elevator?
yeah, like
Smaller?
fully enclosed.
Coffin?
Oh,
bro,
okay,
can we
no,
not?
I haven't been in that position. Like, so I was like asking people about, you know, those capsule hotels in Japan. Like, the thought scares me.
Yeah, I don't
Like
think you
being
do
one
well.
of those.
Yeah, I don't think you do well. I don't have that, and I felt that inside
Yeah.
of a capsule
Yeah.
hotel.
But people are like, oh, there's like slow space. Like, I could like touch the, you know, I'm like, yeah, I don't know if that sells it to me. So
Because once you close the door, it actually does feel like a coffin. You know?
you have to close the door.
Yeah.
You have a door?
Like
It's like a screen.
Or
Depends on the
sometimes it's the
capsule.
door, sometimes it's the
Yeah.
screen, you know. But once that's closed, like you kind of feel like you're
Yeah,
in
I
a
feel like I'm
coffin.
gonna struggle to breathe, and yeah, not a fan. But in terms of high level, I would say losing my loved one like very suddenly is a fear for me. Like in a car accident
Yeah.
or like heart attack or stroke, like any kind of like sudden death kind of scares me. Because I just like listen to the news and I hear it and I'm like, I already feel for that family and those people. And then I think about how that, like, I put myself in that person's shoe and I'm like, nope. I just start crying and I'm like, nope. So yeah, I think I have a fear of like not saying goodbye or like
Okay.
that person being alone as well if they're
I just
dying.
don't think about stuff like that.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah.
Oh, I do. Like so you know how like there was like all those like that car accident where on the Sydney Harbour Bridge,
Oh yeah.
that one I was like, I cried.
Huh.
Yeah, because it was so
Like,
sudden.
like
I
they were
watched
just
it.
they were just going
Yeah,
on with
like,
their life, and then
correct.
like one day like some stupid
Yeah.
person was like driving in the
Exactly.
other direction, and like
Yeah, like it
get it,
literally could happen to anyone. And then
yeah.
that
I think I
scares
had that
me.
realization in like year 10. I was like, you could just be living your life, and like one time you could just die. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh. And then I think I told a guy that I was talking to, and then he was like, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe don't go around saying that.
Yeah, that would put a dampener on the mood. Just horny 16-year-olds and shit, and just be like, maybe
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What about you,
Anyway,
Luke?
So that's my high level. Yeah.
sorry, I can't think of anything
No,
high
fair
level
enough.
at the
Yeah,
moment.
Just
'cause,
here fearless, bro. All right, sure.
I think I'm just like not in my head so much nowadays. So
To worry
That's a
about.
good thing.
yeah,
Oh, that's good. A different high level would be fear of being forgotten. Like because of the whole abandonment thing.
Oh.
Yeah. And my goals, like, I guess that's why I did the bucket list. And okay, don't react to this. It's
Don't react to this. We're gonna
it's
have
not
to.
the only reason.
That this is happening?
No.
Sorry.
Wait. It's just to put it out there. Just don't react. Don't say anything. It's not the only reason, but it's also why I don't celebrate my birthday. Okay.
sorry,
We just leave it like that.
I'm not understanding.
I
It's not
also
like
don't
it's not like
understand.
I'm not joining the dots.
Yeah. Okay. So
That seems
He doesn't
antithetical
want
to
put himself in
legacy.
the situation
Yeah.
where
someone has forgotten my birthday.
correct.
Yeah.
So you just completely
happened
put
before.
everyone. Yeah.
Okay, but again, this is not the only reason why I don't
Yeah,
celebrate my
okay,
birthday. Yeah. Just throw it out.
Okay,
I
what
got
other
that,
reason
though.
did you celebrate your birthday?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Another time, another place. All right, so let's move on. So, where do these fears come from? Do you guys know where these fears come from?
Dude, I want to say my childhood. Like honestly, I think a lot of fears do come from your childhood and how you're raised with your parents and how they
Yeah.
treat you, and like you just don't realize until you're older because
Yeah.
you start thinking about or contemplating your childhood, right? And like I think it's nowadays it's definitely more studied, and like parents do know that they need to like have fun with their kids and like make sure that they have a good childhood.
Yeah.
Whereas like back then
their
it's
upbringing's
like
really important.
parents were like, oh, kids can take care of themselves. We got to work. We got to make sure that we have enough money so that they can survive, and like
Well,
we
because
can
that's
just like throw
that's how
them
they
somewhere
thought that
and
they
can-
were taking care of us, right? Like
Yeah, exactly.
working
That was
hard,
their version
pushing.
of taking care of
Exactly,
us. But
exactly.
like in reality, yeah, you are taking care of a child, but like you're not actually looking after their like mental health,
mental
you're not,
well-being. Yeah.
like making sure that they're mentally growing up emotionally fine.
So,
either.
this is from a lack of attention, is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Because mine's the opposite. Like I
Like
don't know.
too much attention.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but actually no, your mum wasn't a stay-at-home mum, right? She worked
She
here and there.
Yeah.
My mum was like decidedly a stay-at-home mum, and basically because she was stay-at-home, she wouldn't go out or anything like that. And I became like her therapist, essentially, or her emotional sponge. And she was this anxious
Like your
person.
her project.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
essentially.
Like
And so
you were the main focus.
when she landed in Australia like, as a refugee, she was just like scared of everything. Do you know what I mean? Living in Cabramatta in the 80s and stuff like that, like there was bad stuff happening just down the road, right? And so she would like stay in her little tiny apartment, scared of like whatever's on the other side of the door. And so when I was born, that was just like all poured into me. You
Yeah, I see that.
Of just like, hey, don't cross the road, otherwise there's a van that's gonna come and like just snatch you up, and then like you're gonna be gone. And me as a 4-year-old is like, okay, fuck, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, like you're
I'll
gonna
listen.
trust and listen.
Yeah.
Of course.
And so that made me scared of everything, essentially. And that was just because she spent no time away from me in order for me to build an opinion about the world that wasn't her own,
Yeah.
essentially. That's me.
No, that makes sense.
What about you,
That
Sam?
makes sense. No, I think would be the same as well. Like upbringing's like a really impactful factor to anyone's kind of state now, right? So, yeah, I think it would be the same.
I think for me, a vivid memory, it was we were in Maryland's Coles. And it's also I realized another fear that I still have. It's when shops begin to close. Yeah, so I was in Coles and I was a little kid and my mum will be like, she'll go somewhere, a different aisle. And I'm just a little fat kid running around. I was just trying to find out. The doors are closing. The thing comes down. I'm like, I want to go. Where am I? Kind of thing. And that's where everything, like the whole abandonment,
Yeah.
the whole
That
being
makes
forgotten
sense.
thing
That
started.
makes sense.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and that's why I'm like, if shops are like, let's say if Coles or Woolies is closing at 9, right? If it's 8 o'clock, I'm not going. I don't go. It's just like it has to be
That is
7:30 to
fascinating.
go to shops,
Right.
so I have enough time to do whatever I want and,
And leave like half an hour before they close.
Yeah, at least. Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. That's my
Wow.
thing.
That makes sense.
Did that only happen once?
Yeah, but I think it's just a core memory.
Yeah, it stuck
Core
with
fear
you.
memory. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's also okay. That's different. I was thinking about how it's like your mum. You're going shopping with your mum, and you go to the cashier.
Oh, yeah.
and then she leaves you.
Come on, I'm gonna keep me.
You see them lying in each one, you're like, I don't have a job. I can't pay for
I remember
this.
at one point
my
I was like,
gosh.
should I put random stuff in the people in front so it's longer for them to scan?
That's actually so funny. I do remember that.
Yeah, but yeah, that's my thing.
Sorry. Does anyone have any like irrational fears? Like not high level, just like dumbass that they're like worried about?
I do got to say though, sorry, for my situation, like in terms of like fear of losing. So there's been situations in the past where like I've lost not family members. Like I lost a friend that I worked with like when I was younger. And he was like only like 30 years old. And he was like traveling overseas. And I found out from like another coworker that on that trip, like he had a heart attack. And then that just stuck with me, I think, because like I was close with him, even though like there was a massive age gap, but I was just like, he was on a holiday and something like that happened. And that just like, yeah, it was like something like out of my control, right? Yeah. And then, anxiety just like picks in, like that fear.
If it helps, like anytime I'm on a holiday, I'm like, if I die now, that's fine.
I don't.
That does not help. That does not help.
Sorry, let me clarify.
This is the whole jumping into the water and couldn't swim thing.
Yeah. But it's like he's having a good time. Do you know what I mean?
So you're saying if that happens to you, I shouldn't care? Like I shouldn't worry?
I'm not
Otherwise
saying
he
you
was
shouldn't
dying
care.
doing something.
I'm just saying he is like at at a high point in his life. Do you know what I mean?
He died doing something he loved, kind of thing.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, that's not what I'm thinking.
That's
though.
okay. All right. That's
I'm like,
fine. I'm just saying,
That's
like,
some
he may
weird
have been at
optimism.
peace. You know?
Different.
Let's another question. So
Yeah.
then, do you spend your time intentionally with your friends now, with the people that you love, so that like
I don't think I think about it as often as like a fear
okay, yeah.
is.
As it shouldn't drive you.
Yes,
Like, yeah.
correct. It doesn't.
think
it
about your
doesn't
friends
drive me.
dying. Yeah,
No,
no,
it does
don't
not
think
drive
about
me. Does not drive me. But it is a thought anytime like some sort of accident happens for some reason. Like that really like hits me. So yeah, it's just a thought. Yeah. But I don't go around thinking about it constantly.
All right. Let's move on to the next one.
But yeah, irrational fears,
Yeah.
you said?
Yeah, we can do one just real quick.
I had to think about one, so I need to think about one.
Okay.
Do you have one, Luke?
No, you don't have
Are
any
you
irrational
sure?
fears?
I don't know what would be considered irrational.
Oh, like not born out of reality. Like for some reason, it's just like
Or like aliens taking you off.
yeah. I don't know. Okay, not literally space, but you know. Like,
More curious than anything, eh? No.
no, everyone's all good.
Do
I
you have
mean-
one?
Yeah, like now that I have a partner, it like I'm worried about like bad things happening to her. You know,
Is that not similar to mine?
I think it's irrational. Do you know what I mean? Like for me, I would like to think it's irrational, but it's like now that I care about someone, I have like something to lose, and it's
Oh,
like
yeah. Out of your control, kind of.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's annoying. Like she comes home from work and she's like this little thing, and you know, it's like what if like works a night shift and like something happens? you
Yeah.
know? It's just
I
like
get that.
I think that's dumb, like because it's not
Okay.
Well,
they're
it's like
completely
when
capable human. You know,
anyone that dates a cop, like them going out for work one day and not coming
That's
home.
not irrational, though.
Yeah.
I don't think that's irrational.
I mean, yeah, given
Yeah.
that,
Exactly. That's the same what we're saying. Like she's there to fight lives and all that. You never know what might happen in
might
the
bleep that out.
hillbilly.
We might bleep
Oh, sorry.
that out. Yeah,
but
but it's like
I think that's different because, like, when you're when
Like
your
you're-
partner's
you're-
in a cop,
yeah.
they're literally putting their
their lives on
lives
the
at
line.
risk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, I'm saying there's also have horror stories. No, we've already okay, sorry. The thing is, we mentioned that that we haven't believed it out already.
we're gonna do it in this episode.
Okay.
I'm pretty
Anyways.
sure we didn't. But anyway,
It's fine.
continue.
It's fine. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, we can move on. That's fine.
Anyways.
It's just me.
So, do you think society now is more anxious than society in the past?
oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I do.
I think that. Oh no, maybe not. I was gonna say society now is more anxious, but more fearless. Does that make sense? Because I feel like
No.
everyone's like more these days, like new generation as well, is like, oh, we can do anything we want to. We can, as long as we put ourselves.
But I
to
think
it, right.
it also,
They're
with them
different
being
things.
fearless like
Yeah.
that, I think the extremes of anxiety is also
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm
still
saying.
highly
More
present.
anxious now, but a little more fearless. Yeah.
But they're different things. Like anxiety does not correlate to fear. Like fear is being scared of something.
Yeah, I mean, but like
we
with
googled
this-
this. We googled the
Yeah,
definitions
googled the
beforehand.
Exactly. But I mean, like, since the episode's about anxiety and fear, right? Like, just, I don't know. That's how I see it. More anxiety with how the world is going and all that. But, like, it's everyone's more
I guess it's about
outspoken,
your like
talking about yourselves and all that.
yeah, it's about your mindset of like being able to overcome the anxiety to do the things that you define as fearless. Because I mean, yeah, there's a lot of things that are scary to do in life, and like you're in your head about it, but like it's whether you have the strong mindset of being able to like take the next step of actually like doing it or not. And so you're saying like our generation more fearful, less anxiety.
Yeah. We're on the cusp. We're on that generational
Yeah,
cusp,
we're cusp,
right?
yeah,
like
yeah.
before, like let's say our grandparents, right? They probably have less. We're saying less anxiety, yeah.
Yep.
And they don't overcome it; they just deal with it, right?
I gotta say, I think it's more about us talking about anxiety.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
Talking
yeah.
about being fearless that makes it more seem like it's more present. But you know, we haven't lived back in the days where
Yeah.
where they've experienced anxiety and fear. But I think with like social media, it presents a bigger case that there's, you know, more highly
Right.
anxious people, but then there's a lot more people driving like being like fearless and being like proud of who they are and stuff like that. So I think it's high on both spectrums, right?
I think it's also just having more options or more information. Like that's what is driving anxiety as well. Like, you know, your grandparents and
sources
stuff.
and
Yeah,
help.
like your grandparents had like 3 things they can do in life, which is like married, have kids, buy a house. You know, now you like have options to not do that, or like configurations in between, and figuring out where you slot into that, and like, you know, and also just like knowing
Like you have the
about-
choice to
you have the choice,
do
you know,
things.
and then like working towards that, and then also knowing about all the evils in the world right now because we're more well informed, and then the bad things that like governments, corporations, even other people can do to you, you know. Yeah, it's
I
like
definitely agree. Yeah.
a scary world out there as well.
It's definitely more like broadcasted. Yep.
So I've got a list of Gen Z top hope and fears. All right, so there's this website that did a survey. I'll link it later. But what do you guys reckon? Let's go with fears. The top 5 fears are in Australia. This is an Australian survey. Yeah,
Failing.
failing.
Yeah, not landing like a 6-figure job.
Fear?
What is Australia's top fears?
Owning a home?
Yeah,
Like not owning a home.
Not owning a home?
Not owning a home.
Not owning a home.
if you live in Sydney, yeah, yeah, bro.
So number 5, never be able to buy a home.
Yeah, there
it's a
you
good
go.
job.
Hey.
Okay. Very good.
Number 4, never find love.
Okay.
Feel? Yeah. Number 3, never reach their full potential.
Yeah.
Number 2, being stuck at a job that they don't enjoy or hate.
These
That
all,
makes sense.
Yeah, these all things.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And number 1, not have enough money.
Yeah, there you
Job.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, these are the standard failing or fears of Gen Z. What about
That's pretty.
It's pretty accurate.
Pretty standard.
yeah.
Mm,
Pretty
exactly.
standard as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what do you guys reckon the top 5 things that Gen Z hope for?
More money.
To buy a house.
All of the things that were in their fears to come true.
Retaining their human rights, I guess, because that's changing.
You guys
I
are
don't
pretty
know.
much dead on. Number 5 was to do interests and hobbies.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Number 4 was to travel.
Yeah.
Number 3 was to excel in their career. Number 2 is financial freedom and independence.
Oh.
And number 1
Fair enough.
was owning a house.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Number
that's
one?
Australia's. Sorry. Number 1 was owning a
Yeah.
house. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. But yeah, and
Why is that so relatable? Far out.
Because we're like, we're like a monoculture in Australia, man. You know, everyone's fucking same here. Sorry, that's a whole other thing. But you know, everyone's like trying to buy a house, trying to like get money from the corporate gig and all sort of stuff. Like it's just
it's all a hustle.
Hustle. Yeah.
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 Yeah. So on another Gen Z trending fear. So I've been seeing this a lot on social media and even on TV. And I mean, I used to have it, but the fear of answering a phone call. It's called telephobia. Did you guys ever have it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like this could have been a text. Like, why are you calling me right now?
Yeah, exactly, right? And that's the thing, like, I remember back in the day when I would have to impersonate my parents to call to Optus or something. That was my biggest fear. Like, just like, if I, like, on their birthday, and they're like,
that
no,
was
who
weird.
is this? That was my fear. Like, who are you?
Yeah, okay.
Because you had to
That-
like do
that's
that,
pressure.
like
Yeah.
admit it, right? Because
Yeah.
they couldn't like do English that
Like,
well.
yeah, to verify, like, oh, you're this person and all that. And oh my God.
Oh, that's funny.
I have a fear of, like, failing and then the cops will come. It's like, who are you impersonating? Kind of deal.
Have you not? So when I do it, I just have my parent next to me, and then I'm like leading the call, and then if they need to ask any questions, like information, then my parent is there.
Because back in the day, it would be like they'll work until like after
Okay.
like opening
After
hours.
hours,
Yeah,
yeah,
after
yeah.
hours.
Business
So they
hours,
hear
yeah.
like, oh, here's a list of things that you need to say
That makes
and
sense.
read.
Yeah.
But then
Oh,
sometimes
you weren't there. Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
like I'll be by
that makes
myself,
sense.
and like
Yeah. Okay.
sometimes there'll be a curveball, like a security question or
yeah,
something,
yeah,
and
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't write this down.
Yeah.
And then maybe like hang out and call again later, kind of deal.
I remember doing that and then like pretending to be my dad and then just like wondering if they ever pick up on the fact that my prepubescent voice
yes.
wasn't like some 50-year-old man.
Yeah.
You know, I was just curious if they ever like saw through that.
Yeah, but yeah,
That's funny.
thoughts, Jenny?
Just like, yeah.
No thoughts running through it.
Yeah, but yeah, I've seen like videos and TikToks and all that, like these like new adolescents or Gen Z, whatever, they're full like worried, like trying to answer a phone call, especially when they get voicemails and they have to call back.
Yeah.
And even for like interviews, phone interviews, they get all panicky and they don't know what to do. And it's all in their head. It's like, can't I just text them? Can't I just email them?
It's just lack of exposure, right? Like, you
Yeah,
know,
100% agree.
when you just endure it, you're just like, how do I speak like a human? You know?
What about when they use ChatGPT to do job interviews? Like, you know how ChatGPT or AI can like write down what you need to say for interview? What about that?
You can tell. You can 100% tell whether someone's like got an AI response or not. Because it's not human. It's different from like, I mean, like it doesn't have any human emotion, so you can't like, the thing cannot convey what a human should be saying. Like you can, I don't know.
I honestly think you have to be really good to be able to do that. Yeah, like use AI to get that, but like reading it in a way that is conversational and like adding your own to the interviewer is kind of like high level. Like you kind of deserve the job at that point, you know?
You need to be prepped.
Really? I feel like
Like
that's
if
the
you're
bare minimum.
If you're like reading it and
Oh,
then
yeah.
just, you know, that's like nah, bro, right?
Yeah, of
but
course.
if you're like
It's like a template though. Like you would use, like you would get like, I guess, responses, like template responses, and then just add your own touch to it.
like
that
like
not the
it's
same
it's
thing?
it's kind of like preparing for an interview, right?
Yeah.
And then just having your notes next to you while they're talking, and then you kind of like referring to both, but then like being able to hold space for those multiple things in your head. I don't know. That's impressive to me.
So you would hire someone, it's like, look, I can tell you're using AI, but I'll give you a job anyway.
But it's like, yeah, because you prove to me if you can't do this afterwards, but then like you kind of ace this interview, right? Like that's the point of the interview. I don't know, bro.
Interesting.
I don't know. That's impressive to me. I'm just saying.
Okay. That's a different
I thought it would
take.
be like similar to like debating, for example. Like, you know, like when you, like high school debating, for example, right? Like you have to kind of think on the spot, but like you kind of have like you kind of know the topic ahead of the
Yeah.
game, right? And then you kind of know like what you're going to say.
What's the difference between that and having like AI written a thing down for you and then you read it and you
It's
have
the
it in
same
like
thing.
the back of your mind? Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's the same thing. So why is it bad?
No, it's not bad, but you're saying that it's like you're giving credit to a person that's like being able to get like AI and then just put a personal touch to it.
Let me be clear. If they're like typing the question into AI and then
Yeah.
it's spitting
Like
it
it's
out.
live.
Yeah, it's like a live
They're
thing.
like live
Oh.
changing the AI.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
response.
Then that's okay.
I feel like that's impressive.
I'm not thinking about it.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
that's
I'm
fine.
thinking like you get it, like you get
Someone
those ones,
pre-written
You
and-
have them pre-written, and then
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, that's different.
All right.
Yeah, your mind's that's too much.
All right, let's move on. So what fear would you guys like to overcome?
Jenny and I have the same answer.
Yeah, I want to be able to talk to people in public.
Not even that. It's just like people who have authority. I think for me,
Okay. Like
and
you want to,
and also like it has to be something that I'm like work is work, right? I don't really care like too much in terms of like it's not my passion essentially. So like finance is not my passion. So if it was something that I'm passionate about, it would be a completely different ball game, right? But because it's work, I'm like, because like I would know more. With work, I think it's like all I know is numbers.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, so you're saying that because you don't know enough at work, you don't like
Well, because I
the
feel
speaking
like
in
yeah,
public because you are not the expert in the subject that you're talking about.
correct.
Interesting. Oh, I see.
Because I feel like yes, I can do as much as I can, but I feel I have the fear of like if someone asks me a question and I don't know the answer, then I'm gonna look dumb.
Yeah.
So like obviously I'll prepare for this presentation as well as I can with all the inputs that I can get, but like I'm like scared that like one thing could change that.
You know, the reality is that like they don't know, right? That's why you're presenting it to them.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
exactly what my coworker said.
Yeah.
I was
That's
But
how
then
I get over
that's-
it.
I know it's not like that they're testing me because they know the answer.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I just have that fear because I'm like, yeah, it's irrational. A little
Yeah,
bit.
it's irrational. Like I'm sort of with Luke where like I kind of just if I pretend that I'm the expert, then it's done, bro.
Oh, I
Like,
can't pretend.
I'm like super confident.
It's like lying. I
I'm
can't
like,
lie.
No, I can lie. Fair enough.
same thing.
You're like honest person. That's fine.
Yeah.
But you just pretend you know shit, and then if they ask you
Yeah.
a question
No, I
and you don't know
can't.
the answer, you
gotta
just lie.
finesse
I
it.
can't do that.
You just
Nah.
like talk around it.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I can't.
And they're gonna be like, "Oh, wow, so smart," you know? Because like if they knew the thing, then they wouldn't be sitting there listening, you know?
Yeah.
It's true, but also I can't.
So it's
do
like you're
that.
teaching a class. It's all good. They're like dumb little idiots, and
Yeah,
then you're there
no.
spewing knowledge.
Ayo.
I get that.
You're the one with authority.
Yeah.
So it's all right.
I don't see it that way.
Yeah, but if you do, then it's
Yeah,
easier.
okay.
Yeah.
It's
Once you
easier.
get that
Yeah.
over that hurdle.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about
I
you,
just have to
Vu?
build my confidence.
What do you want to overcome?
The fear that I won't be able to cultivate a safe and loving home that my partner and my kids won't want to return to.
So would that be actually doing it?
Yeah,
Like in the 20 years from now when you have
bro,
a
5. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
not
fine.
20
this,
years.
is- this is a real thing.
No, I feel like what I was thinking of like, oh, once like your kid is a teenager and he's like, no,
Yeah, return.
mentors.
Yeah. Look, yeah, your children have the capacity to not want to be there too. So I know I felt that. So I want them to actively want to come home to their
Yeah.
like home.
It's 20 years.
Yeah. So the turnaround time for that is pretty short, and I'm worried that I won't be able to step up. People always say, oh, you know, when your kid's born, and then like you'll feel the feel and blah blah blah. But
No,
like, you know,
I
what
don't
the
believe
fuck,
that.
bro? Yeah, it's like what? What if I don't? What happens then, man?
No, it's not just a feeling. There's like work and effort
Yeah,
and
exactly.
like preparation for a child. It's not just a feeling.
Yeah. So that's my thing.
No, but
How are
I
you
know.
gonna? How would you How would you even overcome that? Because
Yeah.
you don't know when the results of your.
I have the same questions, brother.
Yeah.
Fruits of your labor.
Ooh.
But I believe that like you'll, do whatever you can to, I guess, foster that kind of relationship.
Yeah, but what if it's
right?
not enough? You know, that's the scary thing.
But that's something that you have to come to terms with as
Oh,
well, right?
absolutely, yeah.
So, like in my mind, I would just do everything that I can, and like trust the process
Yeah.
until something like hits a fan. Yeah. If it goes really badly, but and like obviously work with your partner to.
I know all these
Yeah,
things.
he knows, he
Everything
knows,
that
he
you're saying, I
knows.
know.
I know,
And then
yeah.
I see my parents, and then I have the feelings that I have towards them, and it's like, oh,
But
okay.
you and your partner are different.
Yeah. I mean, that's true, but the capacity, not even that, the capacity for failure is present in everyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the
That's
note that
one way
I'm
to.
ending
That's
on.
one way to think
Like
about
raising
it. Yeah.
a kid nowadays, you're like navigating through foreign waters. It's like,
100%.
Bro,
like, it's
it's
completely
100%.
different.
not the same. You can't just let them play or whatever. You got to actively be worried about what they're consuming and all that sort of stuff. You can't just let them sit in front of an iPad and just figure out stuff.
Oh my god! I saw a baby holding a phone, and I was like, "You're
Yeah,
kidding!"
man, we're cooked, bro.
Like today, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
But like you don't know. I mean, like with parents, sometimes they just have to do that because like the
no,
kid
this
is just
child
so.
was
no
like,
judgment, yeah.
was
Yeah.
literally like not even 2.
Yeah.
Depends.
Having a kid is hard. Do you know what I
She
mean?
was literally in the pram.
Yep.
It happens.
It's easier to judge than it is to
Yeah.
like actually
No, it's
understand
true.
why the parents are at a point where it's just like can just look at
Yeah.
the phone, you know?
No, it's true.
The moment of silence is like $1 million.
Yeah, bro. So it's yeah. It's easy to default to a thing.
Yeah.
So how did they do it back then? Who the fuck knows?
All right. So we understand how you would overcome your fear of talking and speaking by knowing everything and understanding your
I think I
field.
just need to put myself more in those situations. Like put myself in those situations, and then just like be like 100% prepared. More so.
You too, Jenny, would be the same thing, or
Well,
would be some.
Yeah. So you do need to 100% prepare, but like, I think how much can you actually prepare when? I mean, like, I don't know. I'm having like public speaking anxiety right now. But like, okay, so for my presentation, I was the expert. I was talking to this audience about the work that I am doing. But then it's like they could know more than me.
Yeah.
It's like that kind of thing, or like I might stumble, or like I might miss out on some things that I've thought about talking before, and then like because I'm talking on the fly, I'm missing out on information that's important, and then I'm like, oh, I haven't given the audience 100% of what I actually know, so then they don't get the whole picture. So it's a little bit different from your situation, but
That is a fear though too.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So then, well, I don't know if I'd put myself more in that situation.
Para?
Well, like, you know how it's like practice makes perfect, right? But I don't know. Will I ever
It's just
get to that
exposure
point?
therapy.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, exposure therapy. Yeah.
What about you, Luke? How are you gonna overcome your thing? What was your thing?
With the whole abandonment thing
Abandonment.
yeah.
and the forgotten, I think
That is
that's
a hard one.
it's I guess that's what I'm trying to do with the whole not inviting, being like I'm okay, I'm not forgotten. People invite me, kind of thing. My whole counter thing.
How's that going?
It's all right.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. So I'm like, okay, it's fine. I'm good. Yeah, I don't need to message someone like every 2 weeks to see if they're okay and alive, kind of thing. So it's doing all right. I'm coping with it.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly, I'm like, okay, I was crazy last year, well, for the past few years, about this kind of fear and anxiety. I'm getting better. So yeah, it's getting better.
Do you feel like there's like less people talking to you now that you've stopped reaching out to people?
Some definitely. Others, I've started to realize and like start to, what do you call it? Oh, what's a word? But I'm more thankful
And
about
then
it.
with
Yeah, sometimes it's
Yeah.
like superficial. You realize some of those friendships are superficial, all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is putting yourself in the situation of a one-on-one a thing?
Okay.
What?
So
You
I
know?
realized also mechanic I used to overcome that. Okay, we're gonna maybe to lead to another episode, but I use drinking.
Yeah.
I use drinking as a huge way. Like it's obvious one, but like
Yeah.
that was my thing. But is still my thing to like overcome that part.
But that's not real, bro.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying as like a short-term fix. That's why I drink.
Yeah.
Hi
used to-
guys, I'm
okay.
Luke. I'm an alcoholic.
We're at AA right now.
Sorry, what are you saying?
I was gonna say that. Well, we used to go to the gym together, like
Yeah.
1-on-1, and like we used to run 1-on-1. Like, how did you feel about that? Was it like fine because we're friends?
Friends, and we
You're
also had
occupied.
activity as
But you're
well.
also not talking.
Well,
We talk at the gym.
Yeah, we talk about gym.
No, but it's like you're occupied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was an activity to also fill in the silence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was all right with it. But like, if it was like a car ride, 1-on-1, yeah, I guess music would be there, but I'm like,
That's crazy, man.
I'm going to drive you and then I'm not going to put music on.
I'm going to sleep.
Like, it's just, wow. That's so.
I just got rejected.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to sleep.
That's so.
I also realized that I fall asleep cars easily just to avoid conversation on
Oh
time.
my god.
Yeah, that's another
We are just
mechanism.
so because that's the space that you're describing is literally where I thrive. It's just like one-on-one, like we can just sit down and talk. It doesn't always have to be real, but like that's just where it's at for me. It's so fascinating that you just can't
a
deal with it.
car is, if it's a car, I gotta sleep. It's that's why I always insist to drive. As well. Like it's just a weird thing. Maybe it's a thing, I don't know.
Interesting.
But I sleep in cars.
Okay.
That's my time to catch up on my world. Yeah. So that's why when we went to the mountains, I would drive and
That's not true. We all drove.
we all drove, but it was I also we all drove. Like, we took
hilarious.
turns, but like
We still didn't make it to the fucking place.
it's on the list.
Damn it.
It's not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere.
Oh
We're
my
going
God.
further away from it, if
That's
anything.
actually so
This
funny.
place is the glowworm tunnels.
We made it fucking Tomorrowland before, like on the other side of the globe before we made it to this goddamn caves.
It's freaking
It's
Sydney
insane,
weather.
bro.
What can we do?
Fucking hell.
It's raining one time, windy another
Yeah,
time, muddy
yeah.
another time, sunny another
The
time.
context is you cannot get there without like a 4-wheel drive if
Yeah.
the road is muddy. And every time we all own like 2-wheel drive cars. Or like, what was your car?
Or wheel drive?
Is that
Or-
the same as a 4-wheel? I don't know.
Almost, but not exactly.
But
Yeah, yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
we could not drive over the muddy road, and we've done that 3 times with everyone's car.
It's actually so funny.
Hey, okay, but worse, sorry, it was your car. We didn't have any headlights. Okay.
It was one
yes.
headlight.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
one
yeah.
headlight.
I remember
It was
the
one
story.
headlight and it wasn't even like working properly. It was like his headlight needed to be like sanded down to be like seen properly. So it was
And we had a stupid idea of getting our phones out and putting it outside the window and lighting it as a
Yes.
torch.
You guys said that
I've got a
last time.
Snapchat video. yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when we went back next time, we just realized how far away we were.
Yeah,
And we were
yeah,
so
yeah.
optimistic. I'm like, what? We were thinking about going this far
Oh my
in the
God,
dark.
you guys.
We were at one point like at a cliff, like in the daytime. I'm like, how do we think we're going to do this? Anyways, yeah.
So funny.
Wait, so you didn't actually tell us like how you would overcome being abandoned. You just said that you would avoid.
yeah.
No. That's my thing. With the whole counter thing, it's made me realize like, look, I'm still considered in this world. People still think of me. I'm fine. Like, I'm not forgotten. I'm not going to be abandoned.
But in a car, you'd still sleep.
Oh, I think it's just
I
default.
know, you just shut me down. You said you made progress and then you just shut me down.
Okay. So I think I'm connecting 2 dots with her. It's just that in
Which
a
one is
car,
it, Luke?
I realize that I just fall asleep. Especially long drive. Yeah. If anyone, in other words, if you want me to go to sleep, just take me for a car ride.
Like little baby.
I'm like a baby. I'm
Like
like
his
a baby. Yeah. Yeah. Car rides. It's just time for me to catch up with sleep. I sleep on trains. Like, if I'm going to train to the city, I'll fall asleep.
Okay, what's happening right now?
I don't know. I don't
So
know.
you have to defend yourself. It's all good. He falls asleep in vehicles.
I fall asleep in
fine.
vehicles.
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
Don't
Luke falls
don't
asleep.
expect conversation if we're commuting somewhere. Yeah.
But I thought like when we were on a car ride to like the Blue
'Cause it was a
Mountains
group of
with
3.
like
It
Dan,
was a group
Because
of
we were
three.
before then.
it was
a
4
group.
people, and like
Yeah.
you made sure that we had questions to talk about.
Yes, because I am the glue that was holding us 3 together. My own anxiety was
Jesus.
also then as well. It's like I can't go to sleep and just leave 2 people with another person.
Bro, we all know Daniel. Like, it's
You guys
fine,
weren't
bro.
that close.
that
actually.
overrid the
We have the social
sleeping.
skills to fuck.
Sorry?
that overrid the sleeping, that anxiety. Oh no.
It's the whole my friend's not liking another friend, and this is my best friend kind of thing,
yeah.
right? So I had to be full alert for that one. Anxiety.
I swear, that song better not play in any one of the reels that we have.
I know,
swear.
right? Oh, we are not. No.
Although I hate that song. But anyways,
hate
let's
that
go to
song.
a concluding question. Concluding question. What advice do you guys have for someone who has trouble with anxiety or personal fear?
Exposure therapy and therapy.
Yeah, actual therapy.
That's a very good answer.
Yes, that is
Very good
true.
answer.
Yeah.
I think trying not to like let it get to your head is one thing, but then also like reaching out to people like your loved ones is another thing. And then if that doesn't suffice, then yeah, therapy. But I haven't been in that position, so
Yeah.
like
Yeah, for me, definitely therapy. But in lieu of that, like in the moment advice, ground yourself in reality. I think for me, what I started to do and what really helped was anytime I caught myself in a spiral, I would like list the things around me. So like it would remind me that I'm in a physical space and I'm still and like not the world's not like going crazy.
yeah,
That's a good
like
one.
focus
Yeah,
on
that's a good one.
things around
I'm just
you.
like
yeah.
I'm surrounded by blue walls, sitting on a green carpet, on a blue chair, that type of thing. Or you can just like turn up a thing that like might distract you, like just some loud music, some podcasts, that type of
I
thing.
know some people also say like focus on breathing.
Yeah,
like-
breathing exercises.
Yeah.
Yeah. Easier said than done, but
Yeah.
What were you, Jenny? Oh, have you already said it?
No, yeah, I said mine.
Yeah, sorry. For me, it's try to remember a moment where you overcame your fear and just dwell on that. Like for me, every time I get anxiety, bit anxious, I'm thinking about like, look, I went to Europe. I did that by myself. I can do
right.
this now. So let's just do it.
Like you
Yeah.
just change the
Yeah.
perspective a bit.
Yeah. And yeah, that's how I see it. But yes.
That's good.
nice.
But yeah, thank you guys for listening. If you guys have any questions about anything that we missed on, please comment below. Please don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe. We will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye. Hi guys, thanks for tuning into this episode.
If you love us, don't forget to like, hit subscribe, and follow us.
Slide into our DMs and our socials below.
Remember to keep it casual.
Bye.